Well, I haven't been feeling great, but I want to get out and walk today, give my body a chance for a little bit of exercise. I've been cooped up trying to get better from pneumonia. And you can tell today I'm in my best Santa gear because that's really what I want to talk to you about today. You know, a lot of Christian parents debate, do I tell my kids about Santa or not? And I don't know where you fall on that, but we did raise our kids and believing in Santa, and inevitably comes that day, right, when they ask you, Dad, is Santa real? My friend at school told me he wasn't. And then, do parents look like liars or what? Well, that day did eventually come, and when my kids asked, I'll tell you what I told them. I said, well, Santa himself may not be real, but he's based on a real person. St. Nicholas was a very real person. You see, St. Nicholas was a Christian, a believer. Not just that, he was a pastor, a bishop in Myra, which is in modern-day Turkey. And he came by the reputation he had for a reason. And that is that one of the stories in the Santa legend, if you will, and the story of St. Nicholas is one day he passed by the home of a very poor family and heard this father talking to his girls about how they could never get married because he couldn't afford the dowry for them to get married. Well, St. Nicholas wouldn't stand for that. So what he did is each night for the next 3 nights, he tossed a small bag of gold in through the window to pay for the dowry for these girls for them to get married. So he's known as a man who cared for kids and a man who cared deeply about people who didn't have what they needed, and a man who was very generous. This is how the Santa legend came about. As the story evolved, a little later version of the story said that one of the bags of gold he tossed in the window actually landed in a stocking that was hung around the chimney to dry. So you can see the roots of the Santa story. Well, after I told my girls this story, I explained to them that, he's become a saint. He was sainted. In fact, that more churches were named after St. Nicholas than all the apostles. And not just that, he's considered the guardian saint of countries like Russia and Austria and Germany and Greece. A lot of countries look to him. He's considered the patron saint of children, of virgins, and even pawnbrokers. Pawnbrokers consider him their saint because he provided financial aid right when it was needed. And in fact, one of the international symbols of pawnbrokers are 3 balls of gold to as a parallel, if you will, for the 3 bags of gold that St. Nicholas brought to the 3 girls. So after I told my girls this story and told them that St. Nicholas was very real and a very generous man, a Christ follower, then every Christmas after that, of course, they continued to gift their gifts from Santa Mom and Dad, but I, every year, would take gold coins. Now, we're not talking real gold, we're talking Sacagawea gold coins. And for every year in their age, I would put that many gold coins on their windowsill. And then we would collect those, and I put them into a lockbox. And when they got old enough, we added it all up, and we gave them all those gold coins. Not to get married, but just to have some fun and a gift. So, tell kids about Santa, not tell them about Santa, that's totally up to you. Judge me for what I did, but at the very least, I want my kids to know that the Santa legend was based on a real story of a man who had a big heart for kids and one who was very, very generous. And I think that's a story worth telling. So God bless you. I hope to see you again real soon.